everyone, welcome to another episode of Newport Yarn and Fibers. I'm Kathy.
I'm Mary. And Kat, where are we today?
We're at CureFest.
So this is September 2025, and I have to now put my sunglasses on because we're outside.
Very sunny.
But yes, we're here in Washington, D.C. at CureFest, which is an event that brings together pediatric cancer families and doctors and researchers. And they are going to march to the Capitol in a little while to raise awareness and get more funding for cures. So this is a very important event that we're at, and we were not intending to be at this event. When was New Jersey Shipping Mall? Last weekend? I think it was last weekend.
Yep.
Our intention was to go, but we were asked to do this and we couldn't do both. So if anybody was looking for us last weekend, we were not vending. We were just going to go and record and collect shrug hugs from people, but we had to come here instead because it was an opportunity we could not pass up. So we're sitting on the streets of Washington, D.C., and where's the Capitol? This way?
Capitol's this way. So the White House is behind us and the Capitol's that way. So they're going to be walking from the White House all the way down to the Capitol, I think, and back.
And pretty soon the families are going to be gathering in Freedom Plaza, which we're sitting at Freedom Plaza, and organizing, putting together signs, making posters. And Kath, I can't see, there's something I seem to say a lot, but behind us is the angel wall.
Yes, right in between us, right here.
And it is not only lining this side of Freedom Plaza, but the other side, and it's pictures of children who have passed away from pediatric cancer. So it's a really great support for families. We are here supporting the bereaved moms, and we'll insert some pictures, but we brought many shrug hugs to this event, and they're laid out in the conference room where they're having ongoing sessions for bereaved moms.
Right.
And then
we'll be back here later.
5 to 7, we'll be back here for the meet and greet, and we're going to meet some other charities and offer our service to their service.
Right.
So any way that our donations can complement what they do, we've already met a lot of people.
Yep.
And like all events where you're gathering with like-minded people, like fiber events, this is an event that really hits home for us because we're seeing the children are here. Last night they debuted the new cartoon series with Scrivola.
I think so.
It's cute little name.
It's a unique name. It's very cute, but it's a really cute series that's going to be coming out.
Scavolo.
Yeah. And it's like the little raccoon. I'm not sure what kind of animal it is.
I couldn't see the screen. The screen
Right.
is right here. They had it playing on the big screen.
But he has cancer, and it's kind of his journey. And this way kids can relate to it because these are things that are sort of happening in their lives as well. So they have somebody they can relate to.
And it's a beautiful series.
Really
and if
cute.
you are on YouTube watching us when you're done, click over, do a search, and look up CureFest, and you'll see more of the beautiful ways that they're supporting families here. Just letting these families know their journeys are not invisible. And that's why we ask people to make for us. Like, we don't know what we can do. We can't come up with the cures. What can we do? And we have many volunteers who are making to show these families that
they matter.
We see them and they matter. So that's where we are today. And this is a lot of fun for us.
It's been a while since we did a podcast, so we do have some updates, like things that have gone on since we talked to you last. We did go to
our fabulous trunk show with Skane.
Yeah, it was really great.
As always, we had the perfect little house. We were right in East Greenwich. Lori and Justine are so much fun always.
Yes.
Their customers, their Skane Yarn Shop family has always supported us, and we had a great time. Except if you do watch Skane, you did hear Lori mention that my husband was wound up in the hospital. We're in Rhode Island, and my daughter was texting my husband, and she kind of got an idea that something might be wrong, and we wound up having to call someone to get him to the ER. And during the weekend, he was there, and they were trying to figure out what was going on with his intestines, and we knew he had diverticulosis. So we're thinking, oh, it's a flare-up. And what can we do? This was important. We worked for months to get ready for skiing. And we stayed, and then immediately after went home. And he wound up being in that hospital for like 2.5 weeks. He was home for like 3 weeks, not getting better. He's got a drain, he's got this, he's got that. In that 3-week span, we visited my son to get my husband out of the house a little bit, and we're out in Pennsylvania, and our 16-and-a-half-year-old dog takes a turn, and we wound up having to stop at an animal emergency clinic. We had to put him down on the way home. Like, I'm laying in bed.
It's been a rough
I'm laying in bed
months.
in between my husband and the dog, who we know something was happening, thinking, oh my God, but you know, even in that moment, I can handle this. At least my child doesn't have cancer. I mean, no matter how scared you are, that's it. What these parents are going through. Name your bad day, really bad. I mean, this was a bad night for me, laying there, and then, you know, nothing is worse than why we're here right now. And we did have to put the dog down. And then my husband, we went to a different doctor in New York City, and that was wonderful, good doctors. And they whipped together. 3 days later, he's at Mount Sinai in New York City for another 2.5 weeks. Basically, Mother's Day through Father's Day and beyond, we were in hospitals. And he's good now, and he drove us here. So, yes. I mean, he's good. He's back at work, but it was a really bad summer. And then I had a flood. So after we got home from Mount Sinai, we had this wacky storm that flooded out. It was a Monday night storm. Thank God we were awake. It happened at 6 o'clock. So we could keep draining our pool that a few summers ago, when that Ida hit in August, pool overflowed, it flooded everything. So we were awake, and he kept lowering the pool level, but the house still flooded. It was a terrible storm. And coming into our yarn studio, and he can't do anything because he just had surgery. So I'm trying to shop back up water. I took every towel, sheet, blanket to stop water while I am shop vacuuming and moving the water to dump outside. Nothing got ruined. The floor was very clean afterwards, and I got rid of all those linens that, like, you really don't need them, but you really don't want to throw them out. Now I have none. So this is that. So there's the positive. So I had the flood. And then my sweet dog, 10 years old, suddenly passed away 3 weeks ago now. So that carries us through to now, but we kept working anyway. And it was a really rough summer. So no, we didn't have a chance to get on and update anybody. He wants those kind of updates anyway. But there's the legitimate, yeah. So that was...
It's been a stretch.
Yeah, and I don't know when we podcasted prior to skiing, but May, June, July, August, that's it. When we say subscribe, we won't inundate you with
right.
Unnecessary banter. That's how our summer was.
A little rough.
But there are positives too. We came up with a new color that we're not going to talk about today. So as far as Newport Yarn and Fibers goes, we have a new color that next time we'll be able to
debut.
Yeah, really. We're going to have a good stretch now, so it won't take 6 months for us to record again. But we have a new color to debut and a new shawl base. So like Rough Point and Friendly Harbor and Newport always have our shawls for sale. And we're swapping out those weights for a more year-round fabric. We're very excited. And, we came up with that and wishing works.
Yes.
So is this a good time now?
Absolutely, yes.
We kind of covered our event.
We did. Oh, we just want to also put a little shout out, which I'm sure we're going to mention them again, Kevin and Ray, who really brought us up before the Skating Yarn Shop event and on their podcast, and lots of people said they saw us on their podcast.
Yeah, so Needles at the Ready.
Needles
at the Ready is such a huge. These guys have built a great family, and they consider Skating Yarn Shop their local shop. And then Fiber Hustle. We do have to mention that Chip and Aaron, who have another podcast, they're out in Washington. They made a bag for us. It's beautiful. We didn't show any of that, did we?
We did in the last...
Oh, yeah, we did, because we did that. Yes, I remember the last podcast was us showing everything and the samples we were bringing.
Yes.
So, I mean, they made the bags, and then Chip reached out to Kevin and Ray and said, I'm sending you a bag, and Kevin asked for the yarn, so they talked about it. Like Kat said, bam! As soon as these guys mentioned something, the financial support that Skane and Kevin and Ray helped.
Yes, tremendously.
As you
We're
know,
so grateful
every
for all of
penny,
them.
whether it's our hand-dyed yarns or now we're going to show you our wishing worm kits, that's how we fund the charity work.
So we can support these moms.
Right. So that is gigantically huge for us. We cannot thank them enough. And recently, with September being Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month, I worked on these wishing worms. We needed something to substitute the little teddy bears that we put in the care packages that go to the couple of hospitals. Predominantly, Hugs Through Shrugs is supporting moms whose children are battling cancer or moms who have lost their children to cancer. And we're linking up with the charities here who either will distribute them themselves or give us home addresses so we can let these moms know after their world quiets down and they seem to have been forgotten about. They receive a hug through a shrug just to remind them that we remember their stories and their children's stories. So we're moving a lot in that direction. That's where most of our shrug hugs go. But like the Izzy Foundation up at Hasbro Children's Hospital in Providence, Rhode Island, and the Children's Cancer Institute in New Jersey, they give out our care packages, which have toiletries and some odds and ends for the moms, and a little gift for the child. The teddy bears we were putting in there, A, cost $4.25 a piece, and B, we were asking knitters and crocheters to make tiny courage capes for the bears, so the children got these little buddies to carry with them. Can't get the bears anymore, and we haven't. For 3 years we've been looking because I plan out and I knew we were going to run out, so we came up with wishing worms. And I think I have one in here. Don't I have a completed one in here?
I hope so because I took mine out.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
We have
yay. Oh, good.
So we did, we have a tutorial where I go through everything. But these are wishing worms. Catherine, want to hold this one? And they are little crocheted worms that we have a tutorial. So the kits are $25, and for the month of September, shipping is free. But once October 1st rolls around, it'll be $30 because we're adding $5 for shipping. And that's not even really covering the whole shipping price, but it helps defray the costs. So it'll be a $30 kit, and you get enough. I'll try to do this in the sunlight with my bad eyes. You do get enough yarn to make 2 wishing worms, a tapestry needle, 2 heads for the worms. You get little folding scissors. You get a laminated companion card. You have to watch the video, and it's a short little class, and it teaches you our technique for using simple crochet stitches. Like if you're a knitter, we're knitters, so I can't read a crochet pattern, but this speaks crochet in knitter language. So if you're a crocheter, easy peasy. If you're a knitter, easy peasy. If you can crochet a chain, you can make a wishing worm. So you go to tutorial, but then you have this companion card just to refresh your memory about how many stitches and whatever. Once you do 1 or 2, you won't need this anymore. So the laminated card, feel free to pass it on to other people who might want to make the bodies for us. So you send us this, and then we have thousands at this point of the heads that Kath and I will insert. And I can't see exactly, but the little seam goes under his chin, and we will insert it. And these are stress balls, so the children, they can relieve their anxiety. And a lot of people were doing worry worms, similar to a worry worm. These become like fidgeters. So we thought it was a good way to give them a little friend, but also like a productive little friend.
Right.
And we call them wishing worms because when we send to the hospitals, these will go in a little bag with a tag that says for your child, and we include this little poem. Kath, can you read it, please?
I'm your little wishing worm. Let's talk for a while. It's important to me to see you smile. So carry me with you. We'll make a great team because a wishing worm's job is protecting your dreams.
So a little critter that puts hope in their hands. where they can.
So, and feel, if you want to keep the 2 wishing worms for yourself, because it comes with the 2 heads, we just need the bodies.
Yep.
So keep these 2, give them to, your kids, your nieces, your nephews, whatever. Or if you want to send them back, that's fine as well. We'll gladly take them. But you can make, if you have any leftover yarn, scrap yarns and stuff, it doesn't take a lot to make these. So it's a really good project for your leftover yarns.
Yeah, and you can use any yarns you want. We include a worsted weight yarn, and this is where those inexpensive acrylics that almost are a little stretchy, that almost helps.
Yeah,
it
because
helps.
First of all, we need yarn that's washable.
Because we do run them through a hot wash.
Yeah.
Before assembling, so they're going
we don't
as
want
clean
something
as,
that's going to felt.
well, yes, exactly. We want them as clean as possible going to the hospitals. That'll just get off any pet hair or whatever. So clean for the hospitals. And we put the heads in.
Right.
We're perfecting how we get the heads in. We're actually considering, Kat thought of this yesterday, of doing it in a way where these are glued in, and that's great, but we can even do it in a way where we weave in some elastic, so if the child wants to
take the ball out to squeeze it, and then
pop
you
it
can put
back
back
in,
and it'll stay.
So since I did the tutorial, we're still perfecting, because starting in January, our hope is to not only send these with the few care packages we ship monthly, but we want to be able to send boxes of them to Sloan Kettering for the children and the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, 2 of the best. Actually, we just met a mom in the elevator coming down who did lose her son to cancer. She's not even here for CureFest. Her name is Carol, and we said her story deserves to be told. And her son was 17, I believe, when he first got cancer.
Yes.
And they thought he beat it, and he did wind up passing away a few years later. And she just happens to be in Washington. We're at the Marriott. She's bowling at the White House later, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But she coincidentally is here during CureFest, and we're wearing our CureFest shirts today. And she saw these and started telling us her story, and it's just coincidence. So, pediatric cancer affects so many people, and he beat the cancer that he had. It was the chemo that brought on a different
situation
that wound up killing him
a
few years later. So they thought, that doctor said,
they thought they were in the clear.
This was like a miracle. Like, they've never seen someone recover so quickly, but it just turned. So Carol's going to visit us later when. Right now, all of our shrug hugs are in the bereavement sessions, and around 2:30, 3 o'clock, 3:30, we'll go get what's left over and set up here, and Carol's going to come back. And we told her she can pick the shrug hug of her choice, her favorite color. That's our mission. Any mother who has lost their child to cancer, and if you're watching and you know of one too, please email us. If you could give us the home address of a mom, mention that you saw our podcast, even if you know their favorite color. We've got a huge inventory, and we just want to comfort any mother who's gone through this horrific situation. I can't imagine anything worse. It's really hard. So the wishing worms, we want to be able to send them. My daughter's been going to the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia a lot because her best friend's daughter has cancer. And CHOP has so many ways they can use these. It's a wonderful children's hospital. Every day they put activities on their TV. They have like a little TV studio, and different kids come down. They're there for different reasons, but some kids can't leave their room. So they'll have crafts going on the TV and bingo, and if you win, you could go down and pick a prize from the prize wall. So anyway, these child life specialists at Sloan Kettering, we're making contacts this weekend even for Sloan Kettering. That was unexpected. Or CHOP. Send us these wishing worms. Now, Kat said you might want to give 2 away. You might want to give 1 away and hold on to 1 stress ball, because you can tailor this. Like, we have suggestions for my gauge, but what you want to do is you're going to make the worm head, just keep crocheting the way we say until the ball fits.
It fits in there the way it should. I'm tighter. So it's 50 stitches, I think, that we have in the pattern, but because I'm so tight, I needed to add like 2 more rows to have the hood come up to his face where he was held in there securely. So I had to do like I think an extra 2 rows. That's because I'm tense.
And we give you an H hook. And I didn't mention that. It does come with the crochet hook too. We give you an H hook. That does work. You just might have to do some more stitches until the ball fits the way you want it to, nice and secure. But if you know you're a very tight crocheter, you might want to go up to a J hook.
Right.
And play with it a little bit. Make one. The technique works.
Right.
And then making it so the ball fits, it's kind of up to you. So you could just keep going until the ball fits.
And once you get used to it, like you don't watch the video again and you're not looking at the pattern card. Like I make these like anywhere I am. I bring my stuff all over with me, and if I just have a few minutes, I make one.
Yeah, same way like socks are your portable project.
Yeah, this is my portable project.
Make this your new portable project. We need it. I mean, this is just, I don't know how far you can see this wall. There's a great need. And this is easy, effortless. You can take your fingering weight scraps and perhaps
I think I did
triple them.
I did 4. I did 4 fingering weight strands, and it came out very similar.
Preferably sock yarns, because they'll have nylon and they won't felt when we're washing them. But again, I'm sorry, Kath, I cut you off, but I wanted to clarify: not beautiful hand-dyed, delicate fibers. Sock yarn.
Yeah, the sock yarn, because it's also washable.
That's what we need to be able to run it through a wash. And what were you saying about the fingering? I cut you off.
I did 4 strands.
4
strands, and it came out very close to the worsted weight one.
And you do want a tight hook because you want the spiral to be tight.
Right.
So I'd say go as small of a hook. I'd say use the H hook if you can, and then just keep adding increases or adding the rows in the pattern until that ball fits.
Right.
And I always keep the ball with me just to make sure. Sometimes I don't even count. Like you said, Kath, it's really just about getting the head to fit.
Yeah. I always put it on and see if he looks cute in there, and then I know I've done.
And I'll tell you, this is the one. This is the one project that the finishing is fun. And I have to say, years ago, we were asking people to send us shrug snugs, the spirals we were calling.
Everybody loved making those.
We would get Ziploc bags packed with shrug snugs. We thought asking for courage capes would be
a little simpler because they were
by
tiny
2-inch squares. Like you can knit crochet.
But I don't think it was as fun as knitting the little curly cute tails on these. That people love making this for some reason. And I do too.
A gazillion of them. So all we did was kind of make a hood and a shrug snug.
And we
know a lot of people
who love that. So.
And
this is going to work for us.
It just expands our mission. And we understand making a shrug hug is a lot of yarn, and to ship to us is expensive.
Can be expensive, right.
But these are your scraps, and this is pretty effortless. And it's part of our mission, but also a separate mission, because they're going to go separate to Sloan Kettering and Chop starting in January. And we've thanks to Kevin and Ray, who mentioned us once.
Yes. And
the funding from selling the kits has been huge, and we're already starting to get some, which we're in Washington, so I don't have, I'll insert a picture of how our bucket has already grown. And it's only September, it's today the 21st?
I think it's the 20th.
So we haven't even gotten through September yet, and these guys just talked about us like 2 weeks ago. The gratitude, just spread the word about what we're doing, and it helps us. Subscribe to our channel or share it or tell people. You never know who it might resonate with.
Right.
And so wishing worms, and they come in this little box. Let me see if I can close it. So it comes in this little box. These are little wishing worms. And that is something I was able to accomplish while sitting at Mount Sinai and planning out this project. So wishing worms and Cure Fest and new color coming out and the Mother's Day trunk show. I think
that's all the updates we have for now. Again, it's been a bit of a crazy time, and I know we wanted to do a podcast, but it's just been insane. So I'm sorry it took so long for us to get this out. But I'm trying to think. I think that's it for
quality
now.
over quantity.
Yes, yeah.
I think we covered
and we've been busy anyway. I mean, when are we not crocheting or knitting for the shrugs?
And I'm sorry about well, we're not even going to Rhinebeck this year.
No.
We made the decision. We're here, and we need to get up to Newport in the first week in December because there's some other plans in the works with Marnie.
Yes. Yeah.
that might work out. We
Yes,
might actually. Oh God, did I say it? Okay, fingers crossed. Put out a prayer. Marnie is looking to finally do one of her knitting tours in Newport. So Marnie has started a Explore Knitting Tours is her business, and she's done fabulous small tours, like 12 attendees, to faraway places. And she lives in East Greenwich. I believe Skein Yarn Shop is her local shop. We met Marnie and her wonderful mom during our trunk show, and we've been connecting prior to that. She reached out prior to meeting in person because we're Newport Yarn and Fibers, and she's been thinking of doing a Newport. She lives there, and we're always there, but she wants to actually invite, especially the Gilded Age HBO series coming out season 4 in June. So we're looking at tentative dates like end of May, beginning of June, where we're going to participate.
Our yarns are going to be part of her retreat, and who knows, maybe we'll teach a class or something.
So that's exciting. So hopefully that'll be the next thing we're working on. So we do have to go up to Newport in December.
And I'm sure we'll do a podcast.
Yeah, we're going to do our best. And
place.
show you our new color. Our favorite place. We're going to work, wink, wink. But we can't wait
And
to we do. We hustle when we're there. So we do have some things coming up.
Yes. So, thank you everybody for your support.
Yes.
And check out the CureFest website to see all the updates from today. Mm-hmm. We're going to put some on ours.
We will.
And
buy a Wish and Warm kit, please.
Yeah, say a prayer for these moms, and we will be talking to you hopefully in December from Newport.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait.
All right, take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.